Oh, that's the thing. Every time I see him, I'm always
Thank
like,
you.
"Hey, girl." But yeah,
Yeah.
he's funny. So I'll watch his streams and stuff like that. And but yeah,
Yeah.
I try not to get. I don't mind. I like being friends with people, but I just if I start seeing weird stuff, I just kind of sit back and just watch. You know, because
Yeah.
with what's that girl? When we first came in, I don't think her name was Katie too. Oh, she left in the very beginning. What was her name?
Heidi?
Heidi. There you go. Thank you. So something
Yeah.
happened between
So,
her and Dirt, and she left. Well, then all of a sudden she started like coming to my lives, talking to
okay.
me, sending me messages, and I'm like, wait a minute, are you trying
Yeah.
to use me to get information? What's going on here? So I kind of just sat back and watched that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
involved. You know,
So, what happened with Heidi is you remember how him and her used to flirt with each other?
oh, hardcore. Yeah, you think they were fucking? That's
Hardcore.
yeah.
Yeah, and he would like even ask her like, "Hey, when am I gonna get to like eat you out or whatever he would say?"
Oh God.
Yeah, he said say shit like that.
Oh,
And um I was like, "Okay, they're probably, like they're trying to make a couple thing happen, right?"
right.
And Heidi was flirting with him and then
Yep.
apparently she like even wanted to go to Texas and see him. And again, mind you, he was asking her stuff like that, like when are we going to get to hook up?
Right.
And then apparently, like, Heidi she would say pretty sexual stuff too.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And I guess, okay, take this with a grain of salt because this came
Right.
from Dirt. We now know that he's lies.
Right.
He said that she messaged Summer sexual stuff, making Summer uncomfortable. And he told her to stop or knock it off or something. And then that's when Heidi stopped uh really coming in the chat. And he was like, "Yeah, she was talking to me and she wanted me hardcore to the point where she was like so obsessive wanting to come down here and see me." And I'm sitting there like, "You literally was telling her you wanted to hook up with her.
Wow.
And now you're making it out like she was just this crazed sex fiend that was like obsessed with you or something. When you were giving it right back to her, it's not like
Right.
she was just flirting with someone that wasn't flirting back."
Right. Yeah.
So
I
I
don't.
don't know what was authentic about that situation. I'm not 100% sure because I believed him back then because I had no reason to believe that he was lying to me until I found out the stuff about the float trip and the Nicole stuff that's been going on.
See, I went as so far as to almost stalk him just to find out information about him, just to see if the
Yeah.
shit he was saying was real about the whole DJ thing, the podcast thing. So I went, I did
I
find the
know his real
podcast.
name.
I so do I. I look. Here's how I found out. His
Oh,
brother came into the live, right?
yeah.
And he said, "Oh, my brother's here." So what? So my investigative self, I'm like, I'm curious now because this is when a lot of shit was happening too. I clicked on it, went on Facebook, and I found his. He's got two different Facebooks, and then,
Yeah.
well, then he was always talking about shit like, well, my daughter this, and it makes him emotional. I'm like, well, there's got to be something going wrong. I mean, his son doesn't
Yeah.
really talk much with him, so I mean, but
No.
so I went, yeah, I went online and I figured out his information, basically his name, and
Yeah.
creeped on his Facebook, and that was it. I'm like, okay, I don't think he's who he says he is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I found
But
out his name when we played Peak
yeah,
and he had his real name as his Steam account name. And then at one point he was like, "Can I message you over Facebook because TikTok's not reliable or whatever?" And I was like, "Fine."
right.
We didn't add each other on Facebook or anything, but he like sent me a message about streaming on there. And the thing is like I don't know. I know that he's been to jail before because he's talked about that. He's talked about having a parole officer before.
Right.
Because when he was talking shit about Lily having a parole officer, he said that about. He said, "I know how those things work." And he was telling me about how he went to jail, but he didn't really. I think he said it was over a speeding ticket, but I'm thinking like. Or no.
You don't
He
go to
said he
jail
like.
over a speeding ticket in
No,
Texas.
he like fell asleep at the wheel or something and crashed his car or something happened like that. and it just didn't add up to why you would need a parole officer and stuff.
It
Right.
must
So
have
I
been a
don't know.
DUI or something.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know
What is
is
that?
that I can't trust anything he
Oh.
says, and I don't take kindly to people talking shit about my friends.
Right.
Even though I considered him a friend for a while, and then he started doing that, and I'm like, this is disgusting. So there's no telling what kind of shit he's saying about me to possibly Nicole.
Or anybody else for that matter.
Yeah, or anybody, because, like, it really seems like he's just starting to talk shit on his stream without any care of who's hearing it or who's watching or anything.
Well, the crazy part is like, does he not realize that someone's gonna talk to somebody about something that was said, or does he just not really
Yeah,
give a shit? But honestly, I don't know because here's this. No, not to talk about myself. My sister, this is how big of a narcissist she is. I left my son's father. We had no place to go. I lived this and she lived with my mom at the time. So they had a big townhouse. It was my mom,
yeah,
two of my sisters, her kids, and me and Isaiah. So that was my escape from his dad. Well, my
yeah,
sister started getting jealous of me for whatever reason because I was working, helping with her kids, because she wasn't taking care of her kids. Anyways, so she tried to start a fight with me before she went to work. Started pushing on me. I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you, you dumb bitch. You're my sister, you know. So
yeah.
she leaves. Cops come back. Cops come. Says cops get called because of an argument. So, anyways, she came back 15 minutes later with a red mark on her neck. Said I hit her. I got thrown into jail. Right. All this stuff.
Yeah.
So then when she left for the weekend, I came back. I had no place to live. Where I was, the
Oh,
area I
Polly.
was in. This was in 2000.
You get
17.
Gadget.
So when I got out of jail, I had no place to live. Literally, I'm homeless. She brought Isaiah to his father, who's an alcoholic addict, right? So he does crack and drinks. So now I'm in jail. Now I found out my kid's with him. I'm freaking the fuck out because this guy's dangerous. And I didn't know this when I first met him. He hid it very well.
Yeah.
But I found out, I mean, I was literally held at gunpoint for almost six
Oh my
hours
gosh.
by a drug addict
Wow.
because of him, right? And see, but this is
Yeah.
all stuff I found out later on,
Yeah.
because people are like, "How did
Yeah.
you get yourself in that situation?" Anyways, okay, so let's get back to that story. So now I got no place to go. I had to go back to his dad and kiss his dad's ass and let me come live with him. Well, let's make things work because he knows I was a good person, a good worker. He could take advantage of me. I played stupid. So now I'm living with him for
Yeah.
3 weeks. My friend's like, "Hey, Steph, I got a place to live. Let's go." So that night I packed up and left. Well, my sister literally could have fucked up to the point where I couldn't leave with my kid anywhere else because if he would have called the cops, I'm considered homeless. The cops said we would have to bring your son back to the father. You'd have to fight him in court. That could take what,
Oh my God.
a couple years?
Yeah.
What could happen in a couple years
Yeah.
in his care? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My sister didn't give a shit about my son. Didn't give a shit about me. We had no place to live. I
She
mean,
just cared about
yeah,
herself.
and now and her kids, I love her kids. I'm nice to her because she'll use the kids against me, but she acts like none of that shit matters. She goes around every person she's involved with, she destroys their lives, they move on, and then their lives are always better after them. Like seriously,
Yeah.
all the babies' fathers, the last guy, or the girl's 5, got him pregnant, or she got pregnant to trap him. Well, when he got hurt and couldn't
Oh.
offer her financial stuff anymore because he hurt his back and now was disabled, she dumped him like a bad habit. But that's
Wow.
narcissists are
Yeah.
sickening, and they don't even
They are.
realize it. And they say, "Oh, there's a
Yeah.
narcissist. This person does this." I don't. I think it's such a sickness that they don't
Some
even
of them
realize that they
realize
are.
it, and they just. Some of them do realize
I
though, and
think
they.
Dirt does because he says he's a
Yeah.
narcissistic asshole.
Yep.
You know. But yeah, they are the worst fucking people to deal with. My God.
They are.
No,
Yes.
I can't. Yeah. Yeah. So, but with him,
Yep.
I don't know. It's like I'm such a person. I'm always like, I try to be like, I'm not gonna like kiss his
Well,
ass,
he
be
thinks
nice to
you're
him,
in
but
love with him.
oh the
He
fuck
thinks
Oh
I
that.
yeah.
am. Oh
Yeah,
God,
he
I
no,
thinks
know.
you
I
are.
know.
no, fuck no. I will flirt just to fuck with him because it's funny. I like watching his
Yeah,
Facebook
I've
presence.
heard you told him before, like, no,
Yeah,
I'm good.
I literally
I'd
say
rather
that.
be single.
Yes, I literally am in the chat like, nope, nope, nope. I might say shit, but when it comes down to the actual wording of, yeah, Steph, do you
Yep.
want him? No, I'll tell you, no, the fuck I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
would
know.
rather,
I know.
I would rather jump sexes before I'm good. I don't, I'm not trying to be with nobody. Nah, and you're not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're funny, dude. I'll laugh at some of your shit. But no, nope. I just like
Yeah.
messing with them so bad. And like that
Yeah.
picture I sent in the dirt cord of my mammogram, get the fuck out of here. That was me, but it was an AI version of me. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
really
Well,
send you some personal shit like that. That's not. I'm 47. I'm 47 years old. My 20, 30-year-old thought phase is over. You're not getting pictures like that. You know? No.
well, when you made those photos of the witness protection program thing, I don't know if you caught this. This is the only time I feel like he's ever slightly tried to flirt towards me, and it was just a slight thing, so I let it slide.
Right.
But he went like he said something like "Intoxic's looking tasty," and I was like, "Oh hell no!"
I may recall something like that. I think there's been a
Yeah,
couple
I was
times
like,
he's kind of
"No."
said stuff, and I'm like, Dirt, she's not the
Like
one.
what?
and
No.
and you might not notice a lot of the flirting with him because you're not interested in that. That's the
Right?
farthest thing from
Yeah.
your mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think he,
That's the only thing I noticed, and
yeah,
I was like, "Nah, back it up, buddy. Back it
right.
up.
I think he's used to
I've been
having
married
people
10
flirt with him,
years."
right? I think
Yeah,
he
and that's
likes
what he
like it.
wants.
Yeah,
He
he
just
does.
wants.
Because he does the
I
whole,
think that's
oh,
why.
I'm just a middle-aged, a middle-aged
Fat
guy.
guy.
And it's like, dude, okay, he's not my type, but
He
he's
said
not.
that today.
Oh, good.
He
does
says
it all
that
the
all
time.
the time. I'm a middle-aged fat guy.
Yeah, listen, he's not my type at all, but he's not ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think he does this because he gets the
Oh,
attention
his
from it.
personality
Yeah.
is a bit ugly.
Yeah.
Once you really, yeah. I mean,
Once
if
you
you're in there
find
long
it out,
enough,
then
yeah.
you're like, okay.
But he does, because he does have a tendency of just kind of just being a negative Nelly.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
feel
why
like
you
that's why
created the
people
negative
don't hang
narwhal.
around.
Nope. And there's streamers that will. I've said it like there's times where like someone's like, oh, how you doing, Stephanie? And if I'm going through some shit, I'm like, I'm not
Jennifer,
gonna
go
talk
there.
about it. I'm not gonna talk about it with them because I don't want to set the mood in my stream of like, oh, poor me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I won't say nothing. There are people landing.
Go to red, Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
There's,
gonna go to
yeah,
the
there's
boat.
people going. No, go to red. Go to red.
Yeah, there's people going to the duck. But
Go to red. Go to red. I
it's
got
a
something for
proven
you.
fact that if you're negative, you come with that attitude, people aren't gonna stick around for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with
Well,
that shit.
and they'll deal with it for a little bit, but then after a while, it's like, okay, this
Well, yeah,
is
when-
just your
yep.
personality now.
Yep.
This isn't
Yeah.
just some like one day of being an asshole. This is like who you are.
Right. Like everything's just, and it's about like even the shit in the shop, where it's like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't like this, I don't like that. You're critiquing it for yourself, and that's kudos to you. But there's other people that might
Jennifer.
like it. So, what if somebody likes it and you're gonna make them feel bad because you think
Yeah.
it's shit, and you know what I mean? And that's how I look at it.
There was one time early on. This is kind of embarrassing, but he did make me tear up because it was like the first time he was talking shit about my stream. And
Well, I
just
mean-
like really dogging on it, and I was like, what the frick?
Right. And there's
Like,
no
why are
reason.
you doing this?
Yeah, there's no reason for all that. And he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think he gets too comfortable, and then he just says shit. And I wonder if he waits
Yep.
for someone to see someone's gonna say something. You know, I'm kind of curious.
I don't know.
I feel
Because
if
he's
somebody were to-
definitely gotten too comfortable lately talking shit and stuff.
Yeah, because typically when you confront a narcissist like that, they're gonna freak out. Like, and they're
Yeah.
just gonna come at you. You know what I mean?
Well, and I've already planned that if he asks me what happened, I'm just gonna tell him straight
Yep.
up and be honest about what happened. But he hasn't asked me. He's not asked to play. Nothing.
He won't.
So
He
I'm
doesn't
like,
care
okay.
because he's gonna turn around and use that as as the whole victim thing. Where
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna
well,
play victim
yeah.
later.
I had a dual partner and she just left me for so and so. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, he's already doing that.
Yep. Yep.
Because Jennifer was in there one day and he didn't see her in there, and he was saying shit about that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I knew he was gonna talk shit. I just didn't know how soon.
Right.
Didn't take long, I'll tell you that.
No, it didn't take long after I started playing with Jennifer and Charles, but He literally, every time I would go in his stream too, he was just like, oh, I'm playing solo, I'm playing solo, I'm playing
Yep,
solo.
yep.
I don't want to play solo. I want to play with people. So, you know, Jennifer and Charles was in my stream a lot. And he also makes people feel like they're not good enough to play.
Oh,
And
I
when he would
know.
play with me and
Oh,
Jennifer and Charles, he'd be sitting there like, oh my gosh, guys, what the hell, when he would go
Yeah.
down.
Oh my
then
God! Come on, guys.
listen.
I
you're-
rewatched the gameplay where he did that.
Yep.
And literally me, Charles, and Jennifer was using a embankment to shoot at them, and he ran right out in the open.
So you know how I make the Fortnite memes or whatever, those videos? Well, there's always that
Yeah.
one player. There's been a few of
Yeah.
them directed towards dirt. He'll sit there and
Yeah.
say, don't push, right? And I've been watching
Yeah.
these streams where this goofy, he'll go and push a team, and I'm watching as
By
he starts,
himself.
yeah, then he's getting shot. He's like, oh, they're on me, guys, they're on me. And then he gets killed, and he's like freaking the fuck out, blaming everybody else. That's
Yeah.
your
What the hell,
fault.
guys? Why'd y'all do that?
Yeah.
Like, oh
Where
my
were you at?
It's like, you pushed them, buddy.
yeah.
And you can't blame them because
Yeah.
you died.
Good work. Now,
Yeah, I just
let's
had
see what
my
that
feel
baby
of
can
it.
do to
I
mine.
just can't do it anymore.
our competition.
But yeah, he's been
I want to
been
have
above
fun.
my
I don't
knees.
want to. Yeah. Even if I didn't know that those were directed at him, I knew that he equated to it at least.
Right. No, I've sat and watched where people blaming, and I'm like, I've told Isaiah, I'm like, he's blaming everyone else. I'm fucking sitting here watching him. It was his fault.
Yeah. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And if I'm the type of person, like, if I go down, I'm not gonna blame everybody else for me going down.
Right.
It just happens, especially if you're gonna put yourself out there in front of everybody.
They're behind that building, Toxic. He's down.
There's one back here. Jumping around like a leapfrog.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't have to be good to play with me. Like, I don't care if you're like the worst player in Fortnite. You can still play with me. I'm not gonna like
What the heck?
trash
doesn't even
talk
wanna be
you
near
about that.
Right.
She don't like you. You made her mad. You went to go take a shower and put her in the kennel.
I needed to take a
Because
shower. I hear
Also,
it
everybody
getting
needs practice to get better and better. Like,
sleepy. I'm going to Momo's tomorrow.
Yep.
you can't give anyone leeway, and then you don't want to play with anyone, and then you
Well,
act
here's
like woe is me because no one's playing with me.
Yeah, and then here's him. He's talking about, oh, I've been playing since this. Then you should be a top streamer that's been winning a bunch of FNCSs and all this. No, you're
Yeah.
not, buddy. You're still here with the rest of us. You know.
I'm saying like the
There's
Like,
med kits right
the
here.
skins that you can see them from all the way across the map. I don't know about y'all, but I don't usually see them from all the way across the map. Like,
No. Well, then he's talking about adjusting your
or
settings
the
on
back
PC.
bling stuff.
Yep. I won't. The only settings I did do, I researched these ones, was that tweak setting, and that is a legit thing. But all the performance
Yeah.
mode stuff, I mean, yeah, people do. I'm not doing all that though. I'm not getting in.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I have mine on performance just because it helps with my PC not being super strong.
Right.
It helps the game run smoother, but that's literally the only reason, because I really enjoy looking at the scenery the way it's supposed to
Yep.
be.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to do
It
all that
just
extra
makes-
stuff.
It just makes like stuff look a little like it takes the grass away.
Right. Well, it's no fun for me then. I'm not all about just
Yeah.
winning. If I die, so be it. And I don't get like
Yeah.
too butthurt about it. I'm like, oh damn it, but not like I used to. I mean, I used to take it way serious. Nah, I don't need to.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is my chance
Well,
to
and I
hang out
remember
and
when-
socialize.
When you used to join us when I did play duos with him, I could tell that he was stressing you out, and then you'd have to be like, okay, I'm done for right now.
How many
Oh
times
yeah,
have
she'd
you-
be like, okay, that's my cue, I'm gone.
Yeah, literally, I've literally just up and said, or I'll just not even tell you guys, I just leave.
Yeah.
Like, he pissed me off
You're like,
so many
this is
fucking
too
times.
much
And then
anxiety.
Yeah, I stopped. He would drive me the fuck down. His negativity, all of a sudden, like here, like if right now, if we just lost, oh well, we tried, guys,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. With him,
Yeah.
all you hear is like complaining and fucking all this blah 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 blah, and then dead ass silence. And then
And
toxic,
then
toxic
I'm
will
gonna go
chime
play
in.
solos.
Yeah, and then toxic, he'll chime in and be like, well, it's okay, we placed, you know, third, you know, and like you try
Yeah,
to be
or second
positive.
even.
Yeah, and then he's all like just quiet and like go back to the lobby. It's like I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like,
Well,
he
you
is-
could see his face on his stream. Like, he was so
oh, I know.
pissed.
Yep, I can't
Pissed
play.
at me for saying that too, and I'm
Yep.
like,
Yeah, so
well,
I
I
stopped.
do think we did good. We got third. Like what?
Yep. So there's a handful of times where I would literally just like, I'm fucking done. I just leave the game. I shut it down. I can't play with this.
Yeah.
I just can't handle the negativity. I can't. So
No.
when I would see you guys playing with him online, I wouldn't even request to play anymore. No,
Yeah,
I'm good.
no.
I'm good.
And that's the unfortunate thing is I feel like there's multiple people that have decided over the time to not play with me because they assume I'm gonna be playing with Dirt, and that
Right.
he's gonna judge them, and like then I'd have people constantly being like, oh, I don't know if I can play with you, I'm not that good. And I'm like, well, sure you can play with me. What do you mean you can't play with me?
Right. Well, that's
And it's
because
all
the
because
dirt
of
the dirt
him.
gives everybody a complex.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how we were in the beginning too. We'd be like, yeah, no, we'll just play, you know, me and Charles because we didn't want to piss anybody off
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I had to,
we're
like-
not that good.
I had to like almost beg Charles to play with me. I was like, please come play with us.
Right.
And he finally did, and now, you know, I'm always on here with Jennifer and Charles, and he does not like that. He has talked shit about that multiple times now on his stream.
Mhm.
Well, because he knows that you're a good person to play with, that you're a good people person, you know, you're kind. People
Yeah, I
like you,
try to
and that's
be.
the thing. People like you. Thought I'm not. I don't know if it was just me, but I thought he was kind of like using you because
I think he
He-
was.
because he's like, oh, the toxic siren, you know, and I had
Yeah.
to laugh a couple times when we joined in together and he had announced me too. I'm like, dude, I don't need that. I saw what you did. What the fuck is your deal? Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I think he did it to be like, oh, I don't want her to think I'm, you know, for whatever reason, he's kissing my ass too. At one time, anyways.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but he would always do
Probably
that.
because of the gifts
Could be,
in
yeah.
his stream. Even though he always says like, I don't want gifts, I don't need gifts, I don't want those. I think he's just like trying to like get in people's heads that he
Yep.
doesn't want them, so they'll send more.
So I used to always do I'm a big gifter. I just like gifting people that, if I have a good time, you know, you seem like a decent person. Well, now if you notice
Yeah.
with him, I don't gift him the big gifts like I used to.
I've
I mean,
noticed that.
He'll get the little
I've
stuff here
noticed
and
you
there.
don't share his live as often either.
No, I don't. I don't because it's even hard to even try to promote him because I don't want someone to like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go watch Sit in the Shop. You know, like, well, what's that?
And
Well,
be
Rick
like, oh,
Reynolds.
you're associated with him.
Yeah, right. You know.
Yep. That's what's happened to me, and that's what happened with NKM. Katie doesn't come, like, she'll come in my stream occasionally, Katie Bear,
Right.
but she kind of quit coming in my stream because he was, like, you know, being mean to her.
Yep.
And then there's other people that I haven't seen in mine or his stream in a long time, and they were, I can't even recall who all it is, but like I was associated with him too closely to the point where it was affecting my community even.
Right.
And then people would like, I think honestly he's the reason why there for a little bit Joe wasn't even asking to play with me or playing, because every time he played with me and Dirt was there too, Dirt would like, oh look, Joe's running off. What a Joe
Yep.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
all this
And
shit,
it-
and I'm
you
like,
know what? Joe does, but so be it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
who cares?
Yeah.
Let him.
Like, we even joke about it. We're like, oh, there goes Joe doing Joe things.
Yep. Like, where's Joe at?
Yeah.
He's across the map, you know. But I think too
And
that
there's
with him
been
being a shot.
times where
Go ahead.
he, like, someone might say, like, oh, do you want to have Dirt play? And I'll know that there's someone playing with me at that time that he's going to bitch about how they play and he's not going to like it.
Right.
And I'll be like, I don't really think we should, because I don't think he's gonna like the way you play.
Right.
Like Cold, for instance. Like Cold is a very aggressive player, but he's good too.
Yep.
And I
And he-
know for a fact that he won't like the way Cold plays, and Cold's like, well, I can change the way I play. And I'm like, I don't want people to have to do that. Like, I want you to just be able to enjoy your game.
Right. And
Or
just
feel like they have to do that.
Yep. And that's, I don't feel like I could play like how I play when I'm around dirt. I'm more cautious about certain choices that I make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's okay. Some people do wander
There's
off.
feet on me. Oh my god! I knocked him and he knocked me. What the hell?
Oh, and he's taking off.
They're picking him up behind the house.
Knock.
Oh my god, I'm stuck in the window.
Knock. There's one more. Got him.
I ran up, but I was at the top of the hill shooting. I didn't just
Yeah,
completely
you're all good.
didn't just completely abandon everybody.
You're all good.
I was like, well, I'm not gonna be any helpful.
Babe, they got lots of guns up here
I'll take this.
and ammo and stuff.
I'll take that. Yeah, it's not much, but
Chaos. Hunting rifle. Surgical
Oh,
first.
it's just good to know that I was just not the only one that was picking up on stuff before he even talked shit, and then after that I was just done.
Right.
But then I was like in a pickle because I'm like, I don't want to abandon like the community that I have there. You know, I don't want to fully like leave to where
Right.
there's people that feel like they have to choose or whatever.
Babe,
hmm.
come on.
Because there's just like you, and then you know,
The
There's-
people, like the people, are
mainly you. I was sticking around mainly for you. There's a couple others, but I was like, I don't want to abandon, and then Steph doesn't know what happened, and then I lose Stephanie.
Right.
Because I
It's like-
consider y'all
oh,
three
right.
my
Oh, that's a
closest
boss. That's a
Fortnite
boss.
friends.
Yeah. So it's you, Jess, Jennifer, obviously Charles. You're automatically in that group. And
Yeah.
then I think that's really, well, Joe, obviously.
Joe,
Yeah.
and for us it's cold
Joe-
too.
Cold too.
Joe's
Yeah,
not-
cold too.
Joe came from your live stream though, Steph. So
I don't
He
even
just-
remember. Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
yeah, you were the one that brought Joe in, and you were like, he's pretty cool. He's good to play with.
I always give him shit because he was always coming here. Oh, my bestie, my favorite streamer. Go knock it off, you. dork.
Yeah.
You're just smoozing everybody at this point. There was somebody coming
They're
from
right
the way
over
we
here.
came.
Oh, I see them. They're in the water. Oh, and there's one right here.
Dude, someone just shot at me.
It's a Christmas tree.
He's white. He's down.
Down. Oh, here's the other one. Are we in the end game with bots? We're in the end game with bots, you guys.
I
Well,
know
we just won.
Good job.